being in the gate was insane. I just like never really got my head around how to compose myself and how to drop in like confident and like ready for a run. I was always like, I tried all kinds of different techniques, but I don't know, it takes like practice and practice, but I don't know, never really. I always just was in there like, my mind was just going, and then I just drop in like so nervous and kind of like, you know, like off balance and just not ready to attack shit.
That one time when I think it was like half-year Worlds, and we had practice, I swear we had practice at 6:30 in the morning.
Too early. No warm-up time. Straight into the dark.
Just jump straight away.
Yeah.
You know when you get to a section you're like, fuck, I've got to figure out a way to do this, I guess.
Do you feel the pain when you just look at this rock guard?
Yeah.
It says, battling through rocks, my official Liat roost guard saved my ass this weekend. You got the scorpion pick up. Right.
Like a trio. The exit, you already go a bit faster, and my front wheel like didn't make it. Yeah, I'm so stoked to be here with Vero. We raced here together before, and it will be cool to look at the features we did or just have a look at the track in a different way.
Like from day one when I raced, the thing I loved most about it was the practice days when I got to ride with my mates and we'd like do trains and try different stuff, try different lines and just like have fun basically. It's just like everywhere.
Yeah, I think the racing scene or going to a race is a great opportunity for upcoming riders, and it gives you the chance to meet people from the scene. It gives you a chance to exchange your thoughts with other people that go through the same. It also helps you to push your limits and find out what you can do and what you can't, and also helps you then to put in perspective where you have to improve yourself.
You know, I watch the World Cups and I'm super inspired by the people who race them, and I love watching the racing, but I've always wondered, would I still enjoy riding those trails and the tracks, even though I ride completely differently now? But there's actually so many sick features that you can flow, and like so many berms that you can shroud and stuff like that I love doing. That's the stuff I love doing the most, and you can still do that on downhill World Cup tracks. Obviously there's like insanely gnarly sections in between, but it's fun. For me it was fun to just try and get through them because it's been so long since I've done something like that. So normally when I ride my downhill bike, I'm riding like big freeride lines and jumps and stuff like that, so I have it set up, I have my bike set up super stiff. So I thought before I came here, I thought, oh, maybe if I just let a little bit of air out and put a slightly softer spring on, it'll be dialed for this track, but that's definitely not the case. I needed to look into it a bit more and get some more like insider info on how to set my bike up, because yeah, it was pretty chattery down there. Before I even started riding, my brother was into it, so we went to watch a New Zealand national downhill race, and I was like, this looks sick. So like right from the get-go, I was like hyped. We were watching like Brooke and Blanky and stuff racing the nationals, and it was sick. I started doing little races, like local ones, and then we did a couple little like school races, and that was really fun. I got one of my best mates, like my best childhood friend, we got into it together, and we'd go to races, and like me and my mate Sophie Marie, her name is, would like progress together and like try and hit bigger jumps and like push each other, which was sick. And then I guess like the racing just progressed to like higher levels, so then we started doing national series and stuff, and we were loving it. And then when I was old enough to race in like junior, I went to Chapters World, which was like my first overseas race, which is kind of like a gnarly one to start off with. I remember just being like, how the fuck do I get down this hill? There was sections on the track that I just couldn't ride, so I was like walking them in practice, and then in my race I was like, I'm just gonna have to give them a go. I think I ended up crashing like 5 times in my race run, but I was piss wet, like, you know, that race that Danny Hart won. But I guess all the aspects that I enjoyed from racing are things that you do every day when you are a free rider, so it's kind of the dream.
Now with Vero creating a new platform for other people, I think it's great to also put attention on people that are not specified on race runs but still have skills. So it's not all about being fast, but for me going fast was my first priority. So I guess nowadays it changed a bit, but back in the days it was the only platform, or one of the only platforms you got to show yourself.
When I raced, I never got to come. We were always kind of at the mid-station. I feel like we'd always drop from there. So there was always like a higher lift that would go to the top, and people would, media and stuff would go up there and be like, oh my God, it's so sick up there, but we never got a chance to go because we kind of like roll in, practice, race, and then leave. So like a place like this, even like in Leogang, can you go higher up?
Yeah, yeah.
All those like kind of mountain resorts. I never got to go up, but I've always like had it in the back of my mind, like, fuck, I want to go check out the top of that mountain. So I'm stoked to be up here. It's insane. Like sicker than I could have ever imagined.
Prime line, which is the red trail, was my favourite for sure, and there's loads of cool features on there that I'd like to take inspiration from to go home and like build similar things back there.
But I personally think that it's very cool to see what Vero achieved in the other side of the sport and offers young people another platform, and it's just awesome for me to watch her and see how she progresses.
It's been cool to come back here and kind of like have a different spin on riding that track and put some of my, I guess, like my authentic riding style into that trail and like find some fun bits on there that normally I was just like super scared of hitting because I was racing and I was so nervous about doing the race. So it's been a sick time.